pit road. What do you think? Obviously.
Yeah, I don't know what to think. You know, I have a hard time feeling happy in this situation, but I'm definitely, we just raced as hard as we could, and race within the rules and everything like that. So it is what it is at that point. We're tied on points, and like I said, the wall ride is what it is. So just had to fight through that, and just I don't know, glad to race for a championship, that's for sure.
Was that frustrating sitting there not knowing?
Yeah, I've never been through anything like that, so definitely some trauma from that for sure, because I usually get to go home by now. So just don't really know what to think about all that, but thankful that NASCAR looked at it, that they they have rules in place, and that's what it is.
Do you feel like
for Hendrick, you're going to go race for a championship in Phoenix next week? Your thoughts on the celebration to be able to do that for Rick?
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to race for a championship next week. I know we'll bring a bullet there, and we had an awesome car today. Got a little bit of damage, but was really happy with it. So I'm excited.
Reminder in those 20-ish minutes or whatever it was.
Felt like eternity. Just trying to get through it and see what would happen, and it is what it is. I don't know how to feel. I was really indifferent when I was sitting there thinking about it, and I'll definitely be excited to race for a championship, that's for sure.
Were you confident that NASCAR would make the right decision? And when you saw the move, were you thinking, that's not going to fly, or no?
Well, I just thought he made a clean pass and was what it was, but seeing the wall ride and everything, it was clear to me. Like I have thought about that move and trying to make it, and I know the rules against it now, and so it's just is what it is.
Are the rules cut and dry? Do you believe? Do you believe it's pretty clear, and you as a driver know?
Yeah, I think that one's pretty clear. But yeah, all the other stuff is very is not very gray, but yeah, it was really clear.
I know it feels like a million years ago, but the emotion of having to block the lanes, almost like it was plate racing with the guys behind you, and then the respect that they had for you racing you.
Yeah, I mean, no one moved me, and they gave me room to kind of catch my car, and didn't move me. So they raced me hard, and I just didn't have a lot of rear tires left, so I needed all the racetrack, and I was using all of it.
There's going to be a lot of questions about this finish. One of the things people ask about is the 1 and the 3 is that those are Chevy teammates in a way behind you.
How about the 23 lifting for a lap? So
that's going to be another thing that we asked about.
Nobody lifted behind me, so yeah.
What was the last, 20 minutes or so, you're sitting here at the road, wondering about your playoff future?
I don't really want to go through that again. My goal coming into today was try to win the race and take care of itself, and man, it's just the nature of counting, a couple points, and like I said, it's all fair game. We're all racing, and then that happened. So it's crazy. I don't want to feel happy, but I'm definitely happy to race for a championship.
What does this say as Martinsville as a cutoff race for the playoff 4?
It's just a crazy place. I mean, even just racing hard, but it's just a wild situation.
They're also saying, gosh, people in the Chevy camp are kind of blocking for you at the end. Do you feel that they were, and what's fair, what's not in that situation?
Well, they never moved me, but they were racing hard. They're still getting in the corner hard, and they're not lifting down the straightaways, big margin to get back to somebody like the 23 did. So it's hard racing, and we're all at the limit.
Have you seen the move that Christopher did?
Yeah.
He says he didn't feel like he did anything unsafe.
Right. Well, it's just the rule. It's just we sat in a meeting 2 years ago at Phoenix and talked about the ruling and whether it should be done again, and we came up with that because of the safety of the crossover gate there. Could fling open and cut the car in half. So it's just the nature of it.
Feels like a lot of people kind of discounted you just because you hadn't won it in a while, but how good does it feel to prove a lot of naysayers wrong?
I don't care. I appreciate our fans and everybody that supports us, and I know I have an awesome team behind me, and I'm excited to go to Phoenix. And yeah, I mean, we didn't win this round. We've been up and down this year, not as good a year as last year, but still end up in the same spot, chance to race for a championship, and I know we've learned a lot.
Will you be a little, last year you had said earlier about like I was just kind of glad to be there. This time, different attitude, with going into it. Is that part of what you learned?
Yeah, I learned a ton from last year, so I'm excited to go race there. Get more excited about it as I think about it. So I look forward to that, and this day is just crazy. So I'll try to just decompress and go home.
Have you gotten excited yet? I heard you say it's still a little bit hard to process it all.
Yeah, it's just hard to believe, really. It's just a crazy sequence of events, but we get to go race for a championship, and I know we have an awesome team.
What was it like sitting there waiting for 20 or so minutes to find out and, see how they were going to rule on the whole sequence of events that did happen at the end?
Hey, buddy.
Hello, Willie.
Hey.
That's not how I wanted it to go,
Yeah,
but
I know.
congratulations.
Dude, neither one of us want to be in that, so
Yeah,
it's all good.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Go get him next
appreciate
week.
it. Thank you. Yeah, man.
How was it waiting to find out how they were going to rule on all of that? Just having to not know for a bit, for sure anyway.
I mean, what was your question? Sorry.
Sit over here and we had to wait 20-ish minutes to find out if it was going to be official, how they were going to count the points up at the end, and whether Dell's deal would be penalized or not.
Yeah, it's just a long waiting process, and I mean, I hated C-Bell because we get along really well, so it just sucks that both of us were in that spot, but yeah, it just was a long waiting process for sure.
And you had a really good year. Later in this part of the year, you weren't, hot, but come on when it counts and get yourself in. How relieving to have the year you had and make it to the Final Four.
Yeah, big relief. I mean, we've done a lot of big things this year, winning the Daytona 500, and just want to keep it going with the championship. That'd be awesome.
You said on the radio that the contact from Blaney knocking SVG into you knocked the toe out a little bit. How much did that slow down your car?
Yeah, we just didn't have any drive off after that. So, yeah, I could never get back to him. So, yeah, I just didn't have any drive and bent the toe. So, sucks, but that's what we had after that.
Thank you.
They just flat out beat everybody, to get themselves in. Now I'm just trying to figure out what we're going to do with the 20 and that situation. My opinion is you're not supposed to ride the wall. They made that pretty clear, and he did, to prevent himself from losing an additional spot. So I would think that they would do something about it, but we'll see. It's in their hands.
Potentially, Hendrick may not have a car in the championship 4 after the year you guys have had, and then the way it looked. I mean, it's been a wild few weeks for you guys.
It has. I mean, you have to go back and look at all the different aspects of the playoffs in this last round, and things that we did well, things that we didn't do well, and it all comes down to the last lap of Martinsville. I thought we did a really nice job today. Caution sometimes fell in our favor and other times didn't. We'd like to have seen a caution with about 30 to go here at the end. I think we would have been in a much better position. But, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens here. I mean, certainly with the year we've had, it's been, Rick and I were talking about it the other day, it's been an amazing year. We're really proud of the wins and the things that we've done this year. And we celebrated 40 years. We're going to do that no matter what, but certainly would make it even sweeter if we go back for a championship.
Trenton Warsham with Frontstretch.com. Come back for more great racing videos. And if you like us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.